Everyone, this is Bill Keegan, Town Manager in Foxborough, with your latest update on COVID-19. And so let's take a look at the numbers this morning. So in Foxborough, we've had a total of 45 cases that have tested positive since March 15th. 22 have recovered. So right now we're tracking 23 cases that are currently positive in Foxborough at this time. We've had a total of two people that were hospitalized recently. Both people are out of the hospital now, which is great news to report back to you. So currently we have no hospitalizations in Foxborough. A total of 318 people have tested negative, which is great. In the total, we've actually looked at about 163 people have been tested. 363 people have been tested rather in Foxborough, and of that group, 318 have tested negative. 45 have tested positive. 22 have recovered, and 23 are currently still considered to be positive in Foxborough at this time. Let's take a look at the statewide numbers and see how that relates. Based upon this week as being the week that we should see the biggest surge, based on all indications, currently have 26,867 cases in Foxborough. Statewide, 844 deaths associated with those cases. In Norfolk County, we currently have 2,838 cases that are tested positive. Actually, Middlesex County right now has the largest number of cases throughout the Commonwealth at 5,983 cases, and in Suffolk County we have 5,579 cases. Foxborough is ranked Norfolk County rather is ranked 4th overall with 2,838 cases, and Essex County has 3,413 cases, coming in at 3rd. Total of 8.7% of the total cases in Massachusetts are currently hospitalized. That translates into 2,300 cases. 6,700 cases are not hospitalized, and the remainder are under investigation. The largest number of cases in the Commonwealth in terms of age bracket is in the 50 to 59 age group, which is over 5,000 cases that are currently impacted in that area, and about 5,000 cases in total. 251 states of emergency have been declared throughout the Commonwealth at this time. So we in terms of the update, let's take a look at that. And so there is no MRC Medical Reserve Corps update as of this morning. So we'll probably get one by tomorrow. So I'll provide that information to you at that time. There were 5,319 new tests conducted for a total of 122,049 individuals have been tested throughout the Commonwealth. There are 1,392 new cases for a total of 26,867, 88 new deaths associated with those cases in Massachusetts, and for a net total of 844 that have impacted. And these numbers were as of yesterday. So I'm sure there are greater numbers that will be updated later this afternoon. So we'll continue to track those and let you know tomorrow morning. There are many links routinely mentioned in the MRC emails. And are available at the Health Department page. You can check that out at www.foxborough.gov/department/health/COVID-19 health. And the state website is www.mass.gov/info details/COVID-19 updates and information. And that's the latest information we have on that front. The one thing that I just did want to report to you this morning, and that was with regards to the governor's direction, is that we continue to provide cloth masks for anybody, or some sort of a mask, and when you're out and about in the areas where it is difficult to not maintain the 6-foot distancing and the social distancing requirements. So we want to, if those people that go out and make cloth masks, you want to wash them afterwards. Make sure you don't touch the front of the mask. when you take it off. Also, and then take it off through the straps. And then when you do wash it, you should always, especially if it's a cloth mask, particularly a cotton mask, that you should air dry it and not put it into the dryer, because it will shrink the mask and will lose some of the capabilities of the mask itself. So that was reported to me yesterday. I appreciate the information that came in from an individual in the community who reported that out. And so you do want to, if you do wash it, you can certainly wash it in a machine wash, but do not dry it in the dryer itself. It will shrink the mask and it will lose some of its effectiveness. So you really want to hand dry that if at all possible. That's why it's important to have a couple masks handy just in case, so you can switch them out as needed throughout the course of the day if you go out. So we certainly want to make sure that you continue to limit yourself and your travels outside into areas of higher population and circulation over the course of the next week, particularly because as we hit into the surge time, this is obviously time to be particularly careful, but remain vigilant and keep your distance for as much as possible throughout the course of the next week and into several weeks beyond that, obviously, but in the course of the next week in particular, we're very concerned about the spread of the virus in and around this area. Foxborough overall has done very well. We did have track a couple individuals who have since passed, but they were in nursing homes that were outside of this region and they had been located in nursing homes for many years, but they did have Foxborough roots, so they did not come out in terms of our overall DPH numbers. But just wanted to make you aware that there have some folks who have Foxborough roots who have since passed with the COVID-19 virus, unfortunately. But just to let you know that they are not considered part of our overall population, and were not this part of this population for several years. So that it's unfortunate to hear that news, but certainly that is the effect that's having on communities around the Commonwealth as we speak. So that's the latest update for today. It's an abbreviated update. I will try and have more information for you tonight. Selectmen's meeting is tonight for those who want to watch. We want to make sure you, if you have any information, if I have additional information at that time, I certainly report it out. I will have at least the 4 o'clock numbers that'll come out this afternoon. I'll be able to report that information to you at the meeting tonight, and any other information associated with the COVID-19 impact. On other fronts, just wanted to let you know that the town does have a few power outages at this time. Where last check, we had about 256 homes that are out of service at this time. Those are expected to be back on by noontime this afternoon, from what we're informed by National Grid. Crews are working to try and restore power as we speak, and so we should have those back on. Areas north and south of Foxborough were hit much harder than we were, fortunately, so we did not have as much damage as other places. We were spared a little bit in this storm, though some folks are still feeling the impact of that and are currently out of power at this time. So we want to certainly keep you up to date on that situation. And from what I'm informed by our National Grid representative, that we should have everything back on by noontime this afternoon, if not sooner. So we'll continue to track that and make sure that schedule stays on time. So without further ado, I will sign off for now, but I will be back on again tomorrow morning, and certainly tune in tonight at the Selectmen's meeting. We'll have a further update, maybe more comprehensive update for you at that time at the Selectmen's meeting. I hope you stay well, hope you stay safe, and I'll see you next time.